The focus of the World Economic Forum is turning to terror. CCTV's Jack Barton reports that with the Paris attack still fresh in mind, security dominated discussions on the third day of the forum.
In Davos, French President François Hollande called on business leaders to help fight terrorism, saying there could be no prosperity without security.
J'appelle le système financier.
I call on the financial system to ensure that the sources of financing for terrorists are dried up, to put an end to tax havens, the fight against money laundering. It is our common interest. Don't let a beast come back to bite you.
Hollande said about 10,000 people of non-Middle Eastern origins were currently fighting in that region, and pointed to the Paris attacks as an example of what radicalized and battle-hardened citizens can do when they return home. US Secretary of State John Kerry was also at the forum, calling on the world to unite against violent extremists.
There's no room for sectarian division. There's no room for anti-Semitism or Islamophobia. And no way forward except to demonstrate to the terrorists that every time they try to divide us, they strengthen our resolve. Like the million souls that last week spoke with a single voice in the streets of Paris.
A World Economic Forum poll of experts identified international conflict as the biggest threat to global stability over the coming decade. Radical groups are part of that threat. So too is conflict between states, which is how many delegates view the crisis between Ukraine and Russia. Russia's deputy prime minister insisted his country's economic troubles were not the result of that conflict, but rather low oil prices and the slow pace of reforms.
Nothing is good in this current situation. It is a very difficult situation, and I think it will get worse. An anti-crisis plan of 2015 should aim at adapting to a hard landing, as we have said before in 2008, as the economy is going down not that fast, but hard. And we, from the citizens of Russia to big corporations and government, have to learn how to live in these new circumstances.
In even worse economic shape, after a year of conflict, Ukraine sent its largest ever delegation to the forum to try and drum up investment. Jack Barton, CCTV, the World Economic Forum in Davos.